Okay, in this exercise, we are going to see the product of two numbers. If two numbers are positive, what should be the result? And if one of the number is negative, like for example, if you are going to multiply a positive number with the negative number, what should be the result? Or in case if both the numbers are negative, then the product of these two negative numbers, what should be the result? So all these core concepts of multiplication will be cleared in this video. We are going to take with example. Let's consider 2 into 5. We know the answer is 10, but can you pay attention on 2 and 5? Both are having the positive numbers. So if you multiply a positive number with positive number, you are going to get a positive number. Can we say 2 as plus 2? Okay. And this plus 2 I am going to multiply with plus 5. So the product of two positive numbers. What all those two positive numbers? This is the first number, this is the second number. We are going to get a positive number which is a product of 2, which is 2 into 5 is 10. So we are going to get a positive numbers. Now we'll take the real example from the arithmetic equation. Let's consider instead of 2, I am going to write 2x plus, not plus, it is going to be multiplication. Okay, 3x. So both are positive numbers. Here also it is a positive and this is also a positive. The final result is going to be a positive. Multiply 2 with 3, it is 6, and x is multiplied with x, so it is going to be x square. We'll see later what is x square, but for now you can keep, okay, this is having 1x, this is having 1x, and we are going to add these. So for example, 1 plus 1 is going to be a 2. That's the reason we are increasing the power if both are having the same kind of variable. Here it is also x, this is also x. So writing 2 times x, I am going to write x to the power 2. Now take the same example. For x into x, we have written x square. Okay, what does this mean is the power represent how many times it is getting multiplied. For example, 2 into 2. What is 2 into 2 is 4. Can I say 4 as 2 to the power of 2? Because I am writing 2 times. That's the reason I am saying it is a power of 2. Let's take one more example. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. How many times the 3 is getting repeated? So here it is 1, here it is 1, here it is 1, here it is 1. So can we say 3 to the power of 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it is going to be 3 to the power of 4. The same 3 to the power of 4 can be written 4 times 3. Okay, the same example can we say like this? The product of two numbers, yes, 3 to the power of 2 and 3 to the power of 2. Both represent same because here it is 3, here it is 3, and these are getting repeated 2 times. So I am writing as a power 2. Here also it is repeating 2 times. So I am writing as a power of 2, which is as good as 3 to the power of 4. Now we'll take one example from the arithmetic equation. Let's say it is x square into, this is a product, so x. When we say x, what is the power of x? Actually the power of x is 1 here. Even if you don't write 1, so it represent as it is because x to the power of 1 is x. Now how we can solve is, here it is 2, here it is 1, so x to the power of 2 plus 1. So the answer is going to be x to the power of 3. This is how we can multiply the products. Can we multiply two different products? Let's say x square into y. Even though y is power of 1, but we cannot say, okay, x to the power of 3 because x is different, y is different. So we are going to write x as it is, y as it is, and here it is power of 2 as it is, and here it is power of 1. And if you are not writing anything, it is a dot, which is a product. So the same thing can be written x square parenthesis y, both are same. Even the product can be replaced like y into x square, both are same. For example, let's consider 7 into 2, which is actually 14, but we can write 2 here as 2 into 7. Again it is same. So we can say x into y is equal to y into x. This is the core concept. Always it is going to be utilized while solving any of the algebraic equations. Now we'll see the sign symbol. All these numbers are positive. Here it is positive x, here it is positive y. That's the reason the answer is again a positive. Okay, here it was positive, it was positive. So positive plus into plus is again it is going to be a plus. So what is the formula here? Plus into plus is going to be always a plus symbol. But keep in mind that we are going to multiply these two numbers. Now we'll take the same example but with negative sign. Can I say 7, which is positive number, with minus 2? What I'm going to do is I am actually multiplying these two numbers. One is plus 7 and the second number is minus 2, and I'm going to multiply these two numbers. If any of the numbers like this is getting multiplied plus with minus, always keep in mind that the result will be a negative. So 7 2s are 14, but we have to write 14 with minus symbol here. So the answer should be minus 14. Now we'll take one by one example. Let's consider 2x. I am going to multiply with minus x. So what is the symbol here? Actually it is a plus symbol. Here it is a minus symbol. So here I am multiplying the 2x, which is having plus symbol, with a negative number. I always get a negative numbers. But how we can multiply? Let's consider this is 1x, 2 into 1. Actually it is a 1. Okay. 2 into 1 is 2. X into x. How much it is? X into x. Same thing can be write 2x square. Okay. X is to the power of 2 because it is getting repeated 2 times. So we are taking two things. One is product of a positive and negative numbers, and x to the power 1, x to the power 1, which is going to be a power of 2. Now in the same way, I'm going to take one more example, but this time I'm going to take minus x plus 2x. So even if I write plus, but what I'm performing is a multiplication of these two numbers. There is no sign plus or minus, but here these two brackets are getting multiplied. One is negative number, one is positive number, so it is always going to be a negative, and 2 as it is, 2 into 1 is 1, 2 into 1 is actually 2, and x into x is x square. Now we'll take one example having both numbers as negative. Let's consider 2x, which is a negative number, and minus x cube. Now can you see this is a negative number and it is going to be multiplied with negative number. What I am going to get is a positive numbers. Okay, this is the formula. If a negative number is getting multiplied with negative number, always you will get a positive numbers. So what is the result of this one? Minus 2x multiply with minus x cube. Okay, and I'm going to get a plus result, and 2 multiply with, actually here it is a 1. Okay, 1, it is going to be a 2. 2 into 1 is 2, and x to the power 1 here. So what I'm going to write is x to the power 1 plus this is 3. So what I am going to get the result as a positive number, 2x to the power of 4. Even if it is positive number, you can skip the positive number. No need to write the numbers. If the number itself is the result, or if the number is very first number, then you can skip. Otherwise, if the variable is in between the arithmetic equation, keep in mind that you have to write the symbol, whatever, even if it is positive or negative, but you have to write because it is in between. For example, y plus 2x plus 3, but you cannot skip this positive symbol. It is going to be a product. So you have to keep in mind that you have to keep the sign as it is if it is in between. Are we writing the positive symbol for the y? No. Why? Because it is a very first number. So we can skip the positive symbol here, or if you want to write, you can write. But it makes same result. Now we'll take one example having combination of variables. Let's consider I'm going to multiply 2x with y with minus z. So what is the result here? How we can solve this kind of equations? We'll try to simplify this one. Okay, this is having 2x and this is y, this is minus z. Okay, but what is the symbol against y and x? If it is not mentioned, then it is going to be a plus symbol. Okay, now plus into plus, what is the result? It is going to be a plus. Okay, I'm going to write this bracket as it is, which is minus z. Now again, if plus multiply with the minus, I'm going to get a minus symbol in the result. So what is the result of this equation? It is going to be a minus. So let's write minus here, and we have to multiply. 2 into 1 is 2 and 2 into 1 is 2. So I'm going to write 2. This is x, this is y, and this is z. So I'm going to write x, y, and z. So this is going to be the result. Always keep in mind that if you are going to multiply more than two numbers, we have to multiply one by one. First positive with positive, which is a positive, okay, here, and this minus as it is I'm writing, so that we can solve this equation further. Positive multiply with negative numbers, which is going to get the result as a negative numbers. So our result will be the negative numbers. Now we'll take one more example where I'm going to take again three variables, but let's say 3x minus 2x minus 5x, and I will modify this to minus 3. Okay, now what should be the result? Always you have to multiply. Okay, 3 with 2 with 5. So I'm going to say 3 into 2 into 5, and since x is power of 1, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 1, so I will say x to the power of 1 plus 1 plus 1. But what should be the symbol here? So first, negative with negative, I am going to get positive. Okay, positive with a negative, I am going to get a negative number. So I am going to write the final answer as negative. So it is going to be minus 30x cube. So this is the negative answer. I hope you got a clear understanding on multiplication of two numbers and the significance of the sign. Okay, what was those? Plus multiply with plus, it is going to be, the result will be plus. If plus multiply with a negative number, then always it is going to be negative. Even if we say instead of plus and minus, if we say minus multiply with plus, always I'm going to get minus. But if you multiply a negative number with another negative number, always I'm going to get plus. So keep in mind that these two things. Okay, plus with plus, always plus, minus with minus, always plus. But if you multiply any positive number with a negative number, always you are going to get a negative result. Okay, I hope you got a clear understanding on multiplying two numbers and having different signs. So in the next video, we are going to see the division of two numbers and the importance of sign.